Unmute and we're good to go. Hello everybody, my name is Shino the Penguin. That's my name. Hello, don't wear it out. Hey everybody, Shino Penguin back at you again with another stream. It has been 8 days at this point, I think, of straight streams. Man, what a rush, what a time to be alive, am I right? Monopoly man, Monopoly people, is it right? I don't know. I may have not gotten very much sleep from yesterday, because I didn't sleep until very late, so we'll see how today goes. I don't... Yeah, give it up for day 8. Give it up for day 8. Woo! Yeah. Good to see you, Race. Welcome. But yeah, it's gonna do more Umamusume, gonna do more of the CM training. It's gonna be same as yesterday, so just a lot of the same things there. So we'll just get straight into it. Let's just dive into the game, shall we? You think by now I probably know which button on my macro pad leads to my phone game, but I forgot. What the heck? That's not what I want to click. Where? How did I get there? Okay. Yeah. Okay. So when we last left off, we got our UC4 key to some black, so we're pretty good there. I don't know why I was using my voice, but oh man, that was like half burp, half voice. That was weird. Man, that's odd. Hold on, let me turn it down a little bit. Okay, now that's too quiet. Also, hold on. Why is the game on the screen look so whited out? That did not change anything there. Hold on, let me change that. I know why that is. I just don't know why it's doing that. Technical difficulties. It's this one. Properties. Configure video. There we go. That's weird. I don't know why. Sometimes it does. It's like the alpha color range. I just need to change it because otherwise it's just way too bright. But there we go. Now it looks good. Hopefully, I think. Yeah, it looks good, man. Okay, cool. Alrighty. Right. So if you looked at my thumbnail for the. It's gonna be a long day. if you saw the thumbnail for thumbnail for the tweet of for the stream, you saw that there's a few Umas that I'm targeting training. I think if you watched my stream on yesterday, you know that I'm probably gonna go for. Well, I already got Kita Sun Black, so we're good there. It's probably gonna be very Nige focused, very runner focused. So I'll probably do that. I'll probably train also. Where is Seiyun Sky ballroom version? Ballroom version. Where are you? Where do you exist? There you are. Okay. And do I have her? Okay, she has Top Runner. She has this one. So she doesn't have that one gold acceleration skill that we need, but that's fine because I can just get that from Daiska. That support card. That's not a problem. Okay, so that's one option. The other option is one that I don't have, which is the Mayano Top Gun rock version. The whatchamacallit, it's right over here. Where are you, Mayano? Yeah, this one. Which actually turns out to be a very meta card, which was actually kind of interesting how that worked out. But wait, how do I see? No, not you. Oh no. Thank you. I was like trying to see what her skills look like if I leveled her up to level 5. I thought that was a thing you can do in this, but apparently I don't remember. So I mean, I could definitely try and get her. That's not impossible because I still have a lot of. I still have the. I think it's still going on. The rate up gotchas from the anniversary is still a thing, so I could do that. Is it still a thing? It's not a thing anymore. Ah. Well, I missed my chance. FiddleDD. F's in the chat, but wait, is there not like a guaranteed thing I could do then? No, I can't. Oh shoot. Well, I missed my opportunity. You only get one shot, and I missed my chance to blow. So that's unfortunate. We didn't get to blow. So I guess that changes my plans then, because I think if that's the case, I mean, Sakura Laurel was always going to be my backup anyway, but it looks like she's probably going to end up being the one I have to train. There's also, oh man, I have to check the guides again, because it's been such a long, or I don't even remember, because I thought I had everything ready. Under the assumption that I could have gotten Mayano, but I didn't, so that's it, oopsies. But, I mean, we have Orphe's definitely an option. I know she's like S-class meta tier for the current CM, for the upcoming CM, so Orphe's definitely an option. I'm just like, I don't really want to train her low-key, so I'm not all about the meta, you know. I want my favorite characters to be racing me for the CM, giving up for glory. So, yeah, Sakura Laurel. So that one, I mean, she's definitely an option. Not the worst thing there. I guess, let me let's take a little break from the game and get back to what we were doing yesterday with the researching. Oh boy. English. Recommended characters. Get rid of that. Now I'll show you what I'm looking at my desktop, and we can do a nice little more research fun times. Okay. So yeah, recommended characters and skills. I mean, I have these two sites here, right? You can see this is what I was talking about, the Mayan Top Gun. I said, can y'all see that? I think y'all can see that pretty well. Here's the Orphe. You know, we got the Niges right here. Why shower? Really? That's interesting. I don't have this one anyway, so it doesn't matter. You can do the Oniges with Palmer. Ines is an option? Really? That's tempting, but like, I don't know. I feel like I can do better than Ines if I have to be completely honest. And I guess Sakura Lore is also being rated here. Although I think it's a bit different from this site, because I think, yeah, Sakura Lore is really recommended here, along with Mejuo Bright, which I saw was definitely an option. Definitely something I was a little tempted about. But I don't know. But I don't know. What else do they recommend? Miracle, original Kita-san. I mean, I already have the one. I can't do the other. Okay. Well, that's interesting. All right. So in that case, I might go Kita, Day in Sky, Sakura Laurel. I think that's our plan. So if that's the case, then yeah, let's just do Saiyan Sky then, just so I don't have to switch up the strategies. Also, thank you for giving me the cookie. Hooray, cookie! You are 81% penguin. Congratulations. That's pretty good penguin. That's a pretty good penguin rate. All right. Also, that's interesting. My doesn't show up in my chat. The little chat box not showing up. The Nightbot commands. That is interesting. I'll have to take a look at that. Why that doesn't show up. Anyway, not a huge concern. Okay, let's do it. Let's do it. Speaking of cookies, man, I want a cookie right now. I mean, I did eat before this, so I'm not hungry. But it doesn't mean I don't want a cookie. Cookies are always good. Nice, good old chocolate chip cookie. Lately, I've been really into brown butter chocolate chip cookies. Like, you know, the fancy brown butter where it's like you kind of melt the butter until it browns, and then it gives it a more nutty flavor. It's like, more chef's kiss, in-depth sort of thing. Very good, very good. Would recommend. But where are we doing? Saint Sky. Saint Sky. Okay, I'll just keep the. Oh, right. I can't do the can't use her skill. Okay. Diddle dee diddle. What's a good? What would a good skill be to inherit then? I guess. I can borrow me that. So let's see. Yeah. Oh god, time to go back to. I just closed my tabs. Dang it. All right, hold on. Be right back. Need to check my tabs again. This one. This one. Okay. What are your recommended inherits? Please tell me. Give me your wisdom. Okay, the Kita-san Black. Original. That's easy. I can do that. Okay. In that case, I have plenty of them, I think. I have plenty of Kita-san Black parents. I don't know if they're good ones, but they do have them. Let's see. Yeah, you know what? This one actually might be not too bad. I mean, we have a Manhattan Cafe right here, grandparent. That's long inherit, so that's pretty good. This one, but that's a different one, so I can't really do that one. Man, I thought I had a lot more Kita-san Blacks in this. I guess it's just all varied ones. I mean, this one's not too bad of an option, so maybe I'll go with this one. That might also just be my only option, it looks like. Really? Really? That's kind of crazy. Okay, well, I guess I'll just do that one then. Not the best, but also, what can you do? Same, and then yep. Okay, let's do it. Let's do it. Yes, hope everyone is having a good Friday, it is Friday, it is the weekend, thank God. Although, honestly, every day is pretty much a weekend for me, so I don't really know why. I think it's more so I'm just excited because tomorrow is Saturday, which means new anime episodes of the stuff that I'm watching, that I'm hyped for. Especially Food for the Soul. That, man, that one, I keep raving about it. It's just like, it's so, it's nice. It's cooking, it's moe. What more can you ask, you know? It's what you want in life. It's at least what I want in life. I don't know what y'all want in life, but that's all good and fun. And then I guess Mono's airing too, so we'll see if that's any... I'll still watch that, maybe like a few episodes here and there, but I don't know, I'll probably just give it 3 episodes and see where we go from there. And then yeah, Cinderella Grace on Sunday, so ooh, weekend of anime, let's go. Yeah, so my day was, it was can summarize in 2 words: interview and sleep. Yeah, I didn't go to sleep until very, 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 very late. Because at that point, I think when we ended stream yesterday, I think it was like 4 AM my time, so I was like, well, at this point, I might as well just stay up and, you know, try and see how long I can stay up and maybe just, you know, play a few games, do some stream stuff, you know, all that. Just be a little productive. So I was, did some stuff there, made some thumbnails, edited some VODs, that kind of thing. So all the standard stuff. And then I also tested out my new keyboard. So talked about yesterday how I built my keyboard, my Neo Ergo. It's slowly getting used to typing because I mentioned how the shift bar is. I use my right shift bar a lot, and it's in a weird position where it's to the right of all the arrows. So I've been accidentally typing the up arrow instead of the right shift whenever I use that. So it's a bit of a transition process, but I'm slowly getting there. So it's I know Glyphica, the game I played way back when that April Fool stream. I've been playing that a lot, although that doesn't really use the right shift as much, so it's not really helpful there. But it's still good practice to try and use my keyboard, so it's been pretty fun, and I actually been making pretty good progress in that game. So yeah, it's fun stuff. It's fun, and it actually kind of is productive, useful, one of those two. I don't know, whatever you want to call it, but yeah, it's pretty good. So did that until I crashed, and then luckily I was able to wake up early enough to, you know, prepare for my interview today, which surprisingly was a little bit more technical than I thought I was going to be, because I expected it to be, for those of y'all who don't know, with, like, you know, technical jobs, it's usually your first interview is usually your recruiter, who usually is just like, you know, asking basic questions, maybe behavioral stuff, maybe stuff, kind of simple stuff about your experience. But this guy was very, very technical, so he was like, you know, asking me like very technical questions, and I was like, wasn't really prepared for that. I mean, I still was able to answer them, but it was still like, ooh, a little bit out of the blue. And I don't know whether the guy, I couldn't get a really good read on the guy, because you can sometimes tell, like, oh, like this, when you're answering the question, if you're giving the answer that they're looking for based on their response. I couldn't tell with this guy. It's like, I don't know whether it's just his normal attitude, but he just seemed like very like, oh, okay, and then it's just like, you know, didn't seem like he was very happy with my answers. So I don't know what to think of that. And like when I was asking questions about like, oh, how's the next processes are gonna go? How's the next steps gonna go? Like how's that gonna go? And he was very, very, very vague about it, which I was a little bit like, I don't. It seems like he's probably just like, oh, you're not gonna make the next step, so I don't even need to tell you, sort of thing. Maybe I'm overthinking it, but like I'm just like, that's not the great sign. And like generally speaking, when I feel that I'm just like, usually I have a pretty good hunch about that. Like my the Boston job I had a while ago with the hiring manager there, I was talking about how there was I thought it went well, but like there was definitely like a few questions looking back, and I was like, I probably shouldn't have answered it like that. Like his responses just, he didn't seem very happy with my responses, and yeah, it turns out my hunch may have been right, or it might have led to something. So we'll see, but yeah, I mean, there's that one. I have another one on Tuesday with a bigger company. Apparently it's 30 minutes, and apparently it's with the data scientist, so I have no idea what to expect. I'm just gonna go into it thinking it's gonna be very technical, probably gonna be asking me about my experience and stuff. I kind of find that curious that that's my first interview with that company. Usually your first interview is like very, very basic, very just kind of high level, and you don't do those technical stuff until like the later interviews, so I just was like, alright, well, that's fine. I mean, I guess that's good because that means, you know, less interviews, because then just get straight to the point, which is good because, my god, the interview process sucks. It's just like the number of interviews that some companies make you go through. It's just like, oh, first we'll have you do a technical, or first we'll have you do a recruiter phone interview, then we'll have a technical phone interview, then we'll have a technical take-home test, then we'll have a panel test, then we'll have a final round interview, and I'm just like, God, I understand, like, hiring people is important, you need to find the right person, but also it's just like, my god, please, just like, you don't have to, like, spend, like, 6 weeks only to, like, then be like, oh, we don't actually like you, bye, and then just unceremoniously dump you. It's a big sad, so it's all part of the process, I guess, you know. So just keep on grinding, like I keep saying, control what I can control. And right now it's just still applying to jobs, even though definitely don't have as much motivation, especially now that I have all the interviews. But I've you know, it's happened in the past, right? It's just like I've had tons of interviews, and then suddenly they're all gone because it's just like, oh, they just all don't move forward, and then we're back to square one. So that's definitely something that can happen, so I don't want to be put back in that situation and not have a lot of jobs that I apply to, so that's why I'm just keep on grinding, just keep on applying. But yeah, got that phone interview done, and then just kind of in and out of consciousness in terms of sleep. I was just like, I think I was watching like a few Let's Plays. I was watching, there's a podcast that I like to watch. I know that sounds really stupid, watching a podcast, but it's like a video podcast available. I was watching that, and I think I fell asleep halfway through because, like, I think I was watching it, and then I woke up and I was like, oh, the TV is like black, or like it's blank, it's on the blank screen or whatever. It's like the like the screensaver or something. And I'm like, oh, yeah, I don't remember the end of this episode, so I must have fallen asleep halfway. So I gotta finish that. But yeah, it's just a whole bunch of just pretty lazy day overall. You know, nothing too crazy. And I definitely need to sleep early today because, my god, I'm definitely already feeling it in terms of the lack of sleep. So yeah, I'm just kind of going through the motions as we're going through it right now. So it's gonna be a very, very low energy. I can already feel it's a even lower energy than it already usually is with these. Oh, I didn't mean to press that. Okay, well, that's fine. I need to actually look at my screen. See, I look at my OBS on my monitor, on my monitor here, so I'm like, you know, so it looks like I'm not, like, you know, looking down like this all the time, but that also means that I can't see where I'm pressing sometimes, so that's a bit of a problem. That's a bit of a problem. Yeah, but that's okay. We deal with those. We deal. Okay, I got his skills. Alright, so I mean, this is honestly, maybe I should have done, I'm like now thinking maybe I should have done a Sakura Laurel thing instead, because this is pretty much exactly the same as yesterday's, with the exact things I'm looking for, the exact skills that I need, the exact skill cards that I'm using. Like, it's the same strategy, right? So it's like, yeah, just use the exact same mentality in terms of the trainings, but not. It's not. I don't know. It's not that it's not fun, but it's like it's just the same as yesterday. What is this? What are we doing here? But that's not the worst thing in the world. So make sure I'm actually clicking the right thing. Also, if you hear my fan, I mean, you probably don't hear my fan in the background. So hopefully not. But if you do, it's because I just took a shower before this, because I realized. Oh no, I don't want 4th place. What is this? What are you doing? Because I realized I didn't take a shower yesterday. Because I think usually I do it after. Like I'm an evening shower person. Usually I do it after I'm done with the stream and stuff. But you know, I just got done with the stream. Then I hopped on to Raise. Then we did the collab. And then before we knew it was 4 AM. And I was like, day up. And so I realized I didn't take a shower yesterday. So I was like, that explains why I'm so itchy, and also why my hair is so gross and stuff. So I was like, I should probably do that. Otherwise I'm just gonna be itching myself through this whole stream and be uncomfortable. So. That's why I'm clean. I'm a clean boy now. A very clean boy. Remember your hygiene, everyone. Take showers. My god. It's embarrassing whenever I go to like anime conventions or like nerd stuff, or there's always those people that just like don't understand the concept of hygiene and like how, like, even if you don't smell it, even if you think you're fine, you're not fine, buddy. Trust us, you're not fine. We can smell it. We can smell everything. And I've been through, if you haven't experienced if you haven't gone through the experience of passing through like a cloud of like of the BO, or like, yeah, like it's like where somebody who formerly was being, you know, not somebody stinky, basically. It's just like, you know, just like kind of left their odor and then like in the air, and then you pass through it and it's like, oh, and then you just like breathe it in and then you're choking. It's just like, oh my god, what the, it's like it's not an experience I would recommend. And basically, yeah, just that's just like every time I feel like it's every convention I've been to, there's at least one of those experiences, either that or like I'm like, you know, behind or like next to somebody that you can definitely smell it, and just like, bro, just, and I say bro because I usually use bro, dude, guys as like a gender neutral thing, but this is 90% of the time, let's be honest, it's the guys, it's the male population that be slacking in this department, and I say this as a guy, but yeah, we all need to take showers, everybody. You know, don't just slap deodorant on yourself and think that that's enough, because it's not gonna be enough. Just take showers, man. Just even, oh god, even if you're busy with convention stuff, it's just like, because like when I went to AX Anime Expo, like I went pretty early every day, and like we were like, you know, getting there, like I think like leaving our, like, I was staying with a friend who was living like an hour away, so we had to leave like really early, and we wouldn't come back until like not too late, but it was like late enough where it's like we came back and we were doing some, you know, shenanigan stuff, and then it's like, oh, it's really late. But even then I still had the time, or it took the time to take a shower, because, you know, guess what, that's important and you kind of need to do that. So I was just, it's important, y'all, you know, even if you think you don't have any time, you know, make time, you know, otherwise just gonna continue the stigma of stinky fans, stinky, not only fans, stinky fans. Yeah, that's my PSA of the day. Take showers. That's my third lesson and my 3 lessons of for the kiddos. Stay in school, drink water, and take showers. Although there are some people that actually don't need to take showers every day. I know that's a thing where, you know, if they take the showers, if they take showers every day, it like dries their skin, and so it's actually better for them to not do it so often, or otherwise it gets really irritating on the skin. I know that's definitely a thing for some people. For me, I'm the complete opposite, where it's like my skin gets more and more oily. Even to this day, like I still, even at the age that I am, I still get like pimples, zits every once in a while. Not as bad as I used to, but like I still get that just because my face gets very oily. And so I still have to like wash my face every now and then just to make sure it's not, you know, gross and stuff. So just to prevent all that. Yeah, okay. But yeah, speaking of body stuff. Oh yay, fun topic. This is something I found out like way late in my life, but I found out that Korean people actually have a completely different like earwax than most people. And it's interesting, right? Because it's like, I wouldn't say the only reason I found out, but one of the big reasons why I found out was because I think growing up in a Korean culture, like I know for, I don't know for, I'm sure it's probably like this for other cultures as well, but in the US, you know, picking your ears is kind of looked at in the same way as picking your nose, as like, ew, gross, what are you doing? And I didn't find this out until like way later in my life in middle school, because I would do that on occasion. And then I think one day I was doing that in middle school, and one of my friends was like, what are you doing? It's like, oh, that's gross. And I'm like, wait, what? That's gross? It's like, no, it isn't. It's like, yeah, it's like, it's picking your nose. And it's like, oh, okay, didn't know that. So culture differences really, but did not know that. And I mean, that's because I didn't realize that for most people, they have like what's like the wet earwax or something, which is like a gross, like ill, like actually like boogery consistency, not to be like too gross, but like boogery consistency of earwax. But like For us Koreans over here, we have our dry earwax, which is the flaky kind. It doesn't get too gross, so you can just get, you know, just pick it off pretty easily. So it's not like picking ears. It's not like that kind of, I guess, not mentality, not that consistency. Consistency is a gross word. It's not like that. So yeah, I mean, I think a majority of the Koreans have it. It's like a gene or something in our pool, our gene pool that has that. It's a fun fact. And another fun fact about that is that that gene also, sorry, I've been very slanty. There we go, now I'm not slanted. Is that gene actually is the same gene that doesn't give body odor, apparently. So it actually turns out that Koreans don't have body odor. And that's a pretty big majority. Unfortunately, I don't think I'm part of that majority. But I don't know, because, like, I don't know, maybe, I think I am, right? Because if I get too sweaty, and I don't know if this is the same thing, but, like, if I get really sweaty and in my armpits and stuff, and it's like, small, and it's like, ugh, gross. Sorry, that was a weird, weird shift there, but, yeah, I mean, you get the idea, I think, but it's, genes be crazy, yo. Genes be crazy is basically my shtick, my lesson there. Fun facts. But anyway, I'm just doing my usual rambling. Alright, we got Hiseiko, we're good to go. Ooh, okay. That's not the worst, but that's also not the bad. But you know what, we take those here. We take those here. And I did get this stamp over here, the green one. That's very useful. And I got the 2 gauges. I don't like getting this stamp. This was just kind of necessary just so I could get the Hiseiko. But otherwise it's not too bad. Otherwise it's not too bad of a start. Not too bad. Did I get the mile S? I don't, or mile. Long S? I didn't even check. No, I don't. Okay. That's still pending review. So we'll see. Oh, pending review. That reminds me too much of work. Like, my work was basically like, the way that I get submitted work was like through tickets, and then the tickets have like a process, like a work progress, and it's like, oh, in progress in our queue, or like pending review. It basically was like, hey, like it's done, just making sure that the person who submitted it, make sure that, oh yeah, it looks good, and then they check it off. Why am I talking about this? I don't know. I don't really want to talk about this because, my god, not, well, it's still good times, I guess, you know. I mean, it was still, for as much as I like to rag on ill, like, you know, company laid me off, so I can't see them in a good light anymore. It's still, like, okay, they were the first, or maybe they weren't. My former boss was the guy who really was the one who gave me the opportunity to, you know, me fresh out of, not fresh out, like, not even, yeah, like a year out of college, with no job experience, was willing to give me a chance. And I'm still thankful to this day. Like, I reached out to him like a few months back just to ask for recommendations for a graduate school, and he was super quick about, you know, responding. It's just like, oh yeah, for sure, I can definitely do this. So that was really awesome, and he was, 1, the quickest to respond, and 2, the only one to actually do it without me having to prod them so many times, because I had to do like 3 recommendations, and luckily I had 3 former managers, so I just asked all my former managers, and well, one of them, I mean, that one guy, the first guy, the one I'm talking about, like the cool guy, he responded super quick. He was like, oh, for sure, I would definitely love to help. And then he did that pretty quick. Second guy was the same way. He was like, oh, I'm so sorry to hear you got laid off. I'd definitely love to help you. Ghosted, completely did not respond, and I had to like message him several times, be like, hey, can you, it's like, I still haven't gotten the letter yet, can you write that please? And then just, it took a lot of prodding to do that. The third person didn't even respond at first, so I had to do a lot of prodding, and it sucks, because she was she was like the most recent former manager. She was the whole like, oh, it's like, oh, I don't see you guys as employees, I see you guys as family. It's like, oh, and she took us on all these trips and stuff, and looking back, that's a huge red flag, and I should have seen that a little questionable, but it's harsh realities, harsh truths. So it's something that I just needed to. It's something we take as a lesson. So don't get too close with your bosses, because they can betray you pretty damn easily. Yeah, it's harsh realities of the world, y'all. Harsh realities. It is what it is. Anyway. But yeah, I feel... It sucked when he, because the only reason why he, like, not so much quit, but he moved on to another job, with a bigger company, with a bigger salary, because circumstances changed in his family, so he needed to be kind of earning more salary, and so he needed to kind of, take on a bigger role, and get more money, that kind of thing. So it's just like, yeah, get that bread, you know, just, you know, be the support role for your family. That's totally understandable, but it still sucked, because he was honestly the biggest reason why I ended up choosing that job, because I was actually between that job and another job. Funny enough, for like same role, not same role, but like kind of similar role archetype thing, and similar role in actually the same area, which is really hilarious. So it's like I had to move to the same area, which is Arizona, Scottsdale. Of course, I didn't have to end up doing that, which is good, because like, my god, I would not pop. I said this before, but I would not have had a fun time if I had to move over there, because I'm not good with the heat, and just having to stay inside and having that weird kind of weird perspective change of having to stay inside for the summer instead of staying inside during the winter would probably mess with my head a lot. I mean, I'd probably still be fine in dealing with it, but like, it would still be very weird. So I'm glad I didn't have to do that, to be completely honest. But yeah, I mean, I hope he's, he seemed like he was doing well. I mean, we did like a brief chat, you know, through email when I was talking with him about the recommendations, so it seemed like he was doing pretty well, so it's good to hear that he's still thriving, still working despite the increased hours and all that. So, you know, shout out to that guy, shout out my boy. Not gonna dox myself, but you know, shout out to my boy. He's also a Jets fan, so I feel very bad for him, because my god, the Jets are unlimited suffering. I'm sorry for Aaron Rodgers. Personally, as a Packers owner, I am sorry for Aaron Rodgers and all the shenanigans that they had to go through for that. And so glad we moved on from him when we did. Anyway, speaking of which, speaking of sports, man, the NFL draft's coming up pretty soon, actually, isn't it? It's happening next week, isn't it? And it's happening in Green Bay too, which is, I thought for a little bit about maybe driving up there and experiencing that, because it's once in a lifetime thing, right? It's the draft being held in cold weather, Green Bay, so cold. It's cold in April. It's probably not gonna be that cold over there. But then I was like, I mean, in reality, what is it? It's just standing in a crowd and watching players get announced as their picks, and then it's like, okay, well, I can just do that at home, and it's like, doesn't seem like it's really worth it. I'll just be at home and just criticize whoever the Packers pick this year. You know, another raw edge rusher, because I'm sure that's what we're going to be doing, because of course we will. Looking forward to that. It's funny because I haven't been paying as much attention to draft prospects and like college players and all that stuff this year as I used to. Excuse me. Because I used to be very into like mock drafts. If you don't like mock drafts, it's basically like predicting who gets picked by which team. The draft is basically for those of y'all who aren't sports nuts. The draft is basically like the worst teams from the previous year. So like the teams with the worst records get like first dibs basically at picking a player who kind of declares to be in the professional ranks from college. And so they're like, okay, once they meet the eligibility standards, which I think is 3 years in the NFL, like once they play 3 years in college, or once they have done 3 years in college, they don't need to necessarily play. They can be like bench warmers and then like play the last year. But once they go through 3 years of college, they can declare for the draft and then get to hopefully be selected. So it's all fun stuff. It's definitely fun experience for sure. But yeah, this year I haven't been paying as much attention to the best, to who's really good this year and who the Packers might pick. I know definitely, I think Cam Ward is pretty much definitely, I mean, quarterback is the most important position in football, so I mean, usually it's almost always a quarterback that gets picked first overall. And it's the Titans this year, right? So the Titans are probably going to pick Cam Ward, because I know they're probably not happy with Will Levis, so we will see if that's the case, or if they maybe Travis Hunter. I mean, that would be kind of interesting, or maybe a Shedeur Sanders, although I don't think Sanders is going to get picked that high. But I don't know. The Packers, when did they select? Like, I don't know exactly when they select. It's sometime in like 23rd or whatever, because they lost in the wild card. So we'll see what they do. If it's anything, if the pass is any indication, I mean, it's probably going to be a pick that nobody really likes. It's probably some like raw edge rusher that we can hopefully develop that isn't going to actually develop, like a Rashawn Gary or a Lucas Van Ness sort of player, which I'm not really a huge fan of, to be completely frank. But hey, I'm not an NFL scout, so you know, whoever we pick, I'll just be like, oh really, and then maybe just gradually accept it, and then hopefully they do good with us. But I don't know, trusting Good, I guess. Brian Gutekunst, who's the general manager for the Packers. For those of you who don't know, general manager is basically like the kind of person who's in charge of football personnel, picking coaches, drafting players, signing players, all that stuff. Like basically creating the team, so to speak. So, ooh, wow, that's a fat stat gain right there. Fat stat gains. Ooh, okay. Oh my god, I apologize. I just saw this now pop up now. Thank you, Mariah. Thank you, Mariah, for the follow. I know that was 32 minutes ago. I don't know if you're still here, but if you are, thank you for the follow. I need to fix that. Is it fixed now? Is Twitch still broken? Is it Twitch's fault? Is it my fault at this point? I don't know, but I didn't see it pop. I didn't even see the alert pop up on my OBS, and I've been staring at my OBS this entire time. So I think Twitch is still broken. So okay, I apologize for that. But yeah, thank you for the follow. Much appreciated. Man, it's been quite the rush over the last few days. We are at a pretty good pace. Pretty good pace. Not that I want to get too into the weeds of the meta and all that stuff, but we're at a pretty good pace for reaching the affiliates. I think the biggest hurdle for this point is concurrent viewers, because I think right now I'm at a little, not even a little, like kind of lagging behind the three average concurrent viewers. But I'm sure as we get more and more into it, I'm sure that will kind of become less of an issue. But we'll see. I think the follower count isn't going to be that big of an issue. Like I said, I've been going at it's been at a pretty good pace so far. NGL, not gonna lie. I think at the rate that we're going, I think I actually might be able to reach it within the next 3 months, maybe even 2 months, with the way that it's been crazy over the last like few days. So much appreciated for all the follows and stuff. Just a little penguin boy turned cute anime girl, playing the games that they love. You know, it's just doing it for the funsies. Speaking of funsies, this has been quite the run. This has been quite a good run so far, not gonna lie. NGL. Yeah, it's been... Man, we've been getting a lot of good stat gains. I actually... Wait, I didn't even pay attention. Did we get long S? Did we get S long? If we didn't, this is actually over. This run's already over if I didn't get a long S. I didn't even see what happened. Please tell me I got a long S. Nope. Ah, it's so over. This is absolutely yikes. Nope, it's over. There's no... I can't use this one. This is unusable. This is not... Even if this ends up being really good, I can't use this one. That's big rippo. That's yikes. It sucks. It sucks. Man. I think this is the first run I've done of these CM runs that I didn't get the long S. I think all the Kita-san runs I did, I got the long S, which was, in hindsight, super lucky that happened. But like, dang, that's unfortunate. That's big rippo. But whatever. It is what it is. Nah, this one. Actually, no, I don't like that one either. None of these are really good, to be quite honest. Oh, I thought I pressed something really bad there for a second. Oh, I didn't leave enough energy to heal. I need to heal. I need to heal. Let's see. Oh yeah, I'll take more stamina. I definitely do need a lot more stamina. That needs to be a lot higher. Okay. Oh. Holy moly, that's what we want to see if you're me, and I am me, so that's what I want to see. Alright. Oh no, my energy's gone again. Okay. see. I mean, this run's already kind of a big rippo, to be completely honest, with the no long S, so I'm just kind of, at this point, we're just kind of going through the motions. Just gonna kind of go through this as quick as possible. Hope that, honestly, hope that it isn't too good, because if it's too good, that kind of leaves me at a conundrum of, oh, I have to use this now, but like, and then I end up not reaching the peak, the apex of what I had been achieving, and then suddenly it becomes a matter of, do I use the higher ranked Duma, or do I use the one that's actually, a long S, which is kind of a essential, not even essential, it's pretty much a requirement for this point for the CMs. Ooh, that's not what I want. These are not good at all. Wow, yeah, no, wow, these are useless. These are useless. I'll just not do any of these then. Okay. Now, if I remember correctly, I think, no, not you. I think, okay, that's not too bad. I don't have to do Japan Cup. I was like, it's always really annoying if there's like tons of races later down the road that I missed a lot of my trainings. So okay, speed is golden. Speed's golden. Stamina is my big concern right now. Stamina is not looking great, y'all. But also, I don't know why I'm so worried. Again, this is a moot run at this point, so I'm just kind of shouldn't be too worried about whether I get good or not, get good Scrub Lord. But we'll see. I don't know. Oh man, the fatigue is catching up. I was actually pretty fine for most of the day. Like, I mean, I did talk about how I had like the, oh man, really, oh fiddle-dee diddle-dee. I'll do this one. I was talking about how I did the suddenly fell asleep and all that, but like for the most part I was actually not too tired. Didn't have the yawns, didn't have the, oh, I shouldn't have done the speed in hindsight. I was close to maxing it out like a freaking idiot. But yeah, in hindsight, you know, or yeah, it's just like, I guess now that we're going deeper late into the night, it's just like, oh, suddenly it's just like, you know, it's just like that kind of stuff. So tis it. Oh man, really? Screw it. Okay, well, that was gonna be my last training run anyway, so I kind of need to do that. Okay, like I said, whatever. It's whatever. It's whatevs. 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 Uso denial. It is not a lie. No lie. No, I was trying to say, I was gonna try and be like, no lie in Spanish, but like, I couldn't think of it for some reason. My language skills are not that great. I took Spanish in middle school. That was, it was between Spanish and French for our middle school, so I was like, well, I guess I can do Spanish. Oh, almond eye, here we go. The eye of almond. Man, speaking of almonds, I have my chocolate covered milk. Oh, that was probably pretty loud. You probably hear that. Oh, you hear that? Yep, it's definitely picking up on the mic. Got my premium milk and dark chocolate covered almonds right here, so I'll eat these while I try and beat almond eye. We'll see. First try. I'm sure it's easy. Never mind. Okay. Do not press OK. We need to get first here. I mean, honestly, getting first is more of a what's the word? For bragging rights than anything. Like, I don't think it really gives you anything good in terms of, why am I not winning? What's happening? What is happening here? Hello? Hello? Please? Anybody? Hello? What are you doing? Stay in the sky, please? Win against Almond. I've done this before. This has been easy. Why am I not winning? Okay, well, fuck me, I guess. It's fine. I'll just eat my almonds, I guess. Just open this up real quick. Cheers, everyone. Got a chocolate covered almond eye right here. Your almond eye, I'll eat your almond eye if you know what I mean. Well, let's just see him while I chew on this almond. Nice. Alright, well, not too shabby of a run. If anything, honestly, if this was... If I got the long S, this actually could have been really good. I think this will be like UC or higher. I don't think it's gonna be like the UC4's Same Sky last time, but man, this was a stat-wise good run, but just didn't get the mile S, which really that's just absolutely killer. We absolutely need that, so that's kills the run. So it's a bit of a rippo, but it's okay. It's our first run. I mean, if I got, it would have been a miracle if I gotten the CM ready Uma in my first freaking run. That would have been amazing. So not really too salty about it. Although I still am a little salty at least. Okay. Yeah, at this point now I don't have any, like, I'm just gonna take these random skill points, take some random ones. Yeah, it's not really that important. Yeah. Like I said, probably, well, I still maybe might consider using this for a CM, but like I really need one that's actually gonna be like, you have that mile S, because that's what we need. Oh man, there's two options. Which one do I choose? Choices. We got Nigero and the Surprise Oseiko? Or Surprise Daiseiko. I'm so stupid. I mean, the fact that I can read that is actually kind of amazing, but like, and that's just me trying to brag to myself, which is, stop it. Surprise or Nigero? Surprise or Nigero? I don't know. Let me look this up. I don't want to just choose randomly. I mean, then again, I don't know if it's really going to help me if I actually look it up and just see, but look at my game tour thing real quick. Supports? No, characters. Seiyun. Oops, I spelled Seiyun Sky wrong. Why? Okay, if there's one thing I have to complain about with this keyboard, and I'm not sure if it's like whatever, but like my U key is very, like, I don't know if I just put the switch on weirdly or whatever, but it pops up on occasion. I think I just need to get used to, or I just need to like type on it more maybe, and then it'll kind of flatten out, but it's a little bit annoying, not gonna lie. But no, I mean, I can't complain. This keyboard is honestly really awesome to type on. The ergonomic makes a huge difference, so I'm having a great time with it. If you're in the first half of the pack during the middle, like, your speed will increase and your stamina will slightly recover. If you're in the first half of the pack of rain point during the middle, your speed will greatly increase. I think Nigero is probably gonna be a little bit better because I think the speed and stamina sounds like it's better than the speed increase. And then again, I could be completely wrong and it's like, oh, it actually turns out that the other one's way better, but I'm just gonna go with that one. Got these options too. I'll just pick these two. Matter, okay. Alright, let's see what the rating, what the results show us. Probably UC1, UC3? Alright, yeah, that's pretty good. That's still one of my best Umas for sure. I have not had many UC Umas in general, so this is definitely very nice. Very good. Very good. Very good. Very nice. Okay. But not nice enough because it's not what we're looking for. So we are here to do more. We're gonna do more. We're gonna get back into it. Before we get back into it, today's a very special day because it is the birthday of a well, it's a lot of birthdays today. With Uma, it's like their birthdays for the Umas are the birthdays of the real life forces. So there's like, usually there's like 3 or 4 birthdays for like a given day grouped up together sometimes. And today's one of those days, but today is also the birthday of a Dansu Flame, who is definitely one of my more anticipated characters to come out. And she finally got a few voice lines, which is really nice. So I did end up watching these, but I kind of want to watch these again, and I'll share with y'all because let's experience some area interactions. You know, let's take a little break from the training to look at kind of area interactions and see what's going on. And if you don't understand Japanese, that's fine too, because I didn't really understand most of it. But let's get into the first one, shall we? Shall we? We shall.
よーダンツ、おめえの誕生日パーティー、タキオンとカフェのアジトでやっから来いよ。ありがとう。あの二人のアジトって旧理科準備室？おお、部屋貸せっつったら2つ返事だったし、あいつらも結構乗り気で準備してたぜ。
Something about cooking, right?
コーヒーの豆ゴリゴリしてたし、タキオンなんて光る液混ぜてたかんな。
Something about cafe and Takion's cooking.
カフェちゃんのコーヒーにタキオンちゃんの光る液って光る液
Bright night. It's like something like that, and then just like, oh yeah, cafe's coffee. Which I mean, obviously, when you think of Manhattan Cafe, you think of the coffee because I mean, you think of the coffee and you think of her friend or whatever, the ghost, Sunday Silence.
そっか。いや、きっとタキオンちゃんなりに張り切ってくれてるってことだよね。当然俺も気合い入れて準備したぜ。お前へのプレゼント、めちゃでかチョモランマバケツプリン。本当にあったらなーっつってただろ。なんかタキオンに頼んだらできたんだよ。
Okay, that katakana, I'm not getting that katakana.
独り占めしていいぜ。誕生日だからな。さすがに現実でめちゃでかチョモランマを独り占めはやばいかも。でもポッケちゃん、私が何の気なしに言ったことちゃんと覚えててくれたんだ。ありがとう。しっかり全部食べるね。カフェちゃんのコーヒーをお供に。
Yeah, just kind of food presents. Isn't that nice? I think the second one's with Hishi Miracle because they're roommates, and they were roommates. Oh my god, they were roommates.
私プレゼンツ、タンツちゃん癒し三昧お誕生日デートプラン。楽しかったし癒されました。ありがとうございます、ミラコ先輩。朝はのんびり起きてスイーツ食べてスパで温泉三昧してってあれ、なんかこれ振り返ってみると私が癒されること三昧じゃない？
It's turned into Danji-chan's things wants to do, the Miracle-chan's things I want to do, or something.
それっていつもと同じじゃん。
This is the same.
そうくらいはって思ってたのに。そんな落ち込まないでください。私バッチリ癒されてますから。タンツちゃんはまたそうやって優しく私を甘やかす。いえ、ほんと私一人じゃ気の抜き方とかよくわからなくなっちゃう時があって、でも先輩と一緒に過ごしてると自然とそれが私の癒しになるっていうか、だからいつも通りのミラコ先輩が私にとって一番の癒しみたいな。あ、タンツちゃんってまた私の方が喜ばされてる。本当に本当のことを言ってるだけですよ。
Well, isn't that lovely? Isn't that adorable? Man, I'm really hoping Natsu comes anytime soon, because, you know, when she comes out, I will be the first in line to spend all my gems to get her. Her and Virginia, I think. Well, Virginia, I mean, everybody's waiting on Virginia at this point. It's the meme. It's the new meme of, oh, Virginia's not out yet, and then every subsequent character announcement that isn't Virginia is like, oh, it's not Virginia. You know, I think at first it was a Tamamo Cross that had that treatment, and then there's other characters. I'm trying to remember which other characters kind of had that same treatment of, oh, they still haven't had the character released yet. I mean, for me personally, it was definitely Tsurumaru Tsuyoshi. It's like, oh, how isn't she still out yet? Or Biko Pegasus, because I think she was part of the original, like, kind of cast, original, quote-unquote, air quotes, but she didn't even get released until, like 1,000 days after the game came out or whatever, and it's just like, Dang, okay, well. That's, yeah, alright. Anywho, back to the training. Let's, actually, what's... So, okay, we have Seiyun's Guide, right? I'm like, maybe let's switch gears. Let's do Sakura Laurel. Maybe do one of those trainings. Because if I do that, then I have to, oh man, I have to do more research because I don't actually know which card / which things to inherit. So, let's, I guess we'll have to do that. Let's do that real quick. God, I gotta stop closing my Google tabs or my tabs. That's stupid. I'm stupid. Okay. Do X. Wait, that's no. Yeah, that is right. Okay, wait. What? No, is this? Are these the same sites? Common game. Okay, no. Okay, we're good. Okay. Let's do some research into what we're doing. Let me show you my screen and what I'm doing with my life. Okay. So if we're looking at the Sashi, that was that was a bit too jarring. Sorry about that. Sashi. Okay, this is the most important skill, right? And I know this is oh god, I think doesn't that I know the Chris S stamina card has that, but the Chris S stamina card's not good. And I know there's definitely other skill cards that have that as well. Which other cards have that? Let's find out. Oh, the oh right, the Manhattan Cafe. So we'll probably use this Manhattan Cafe for our borrow. Probably I might have to borrow that because I don't think I have a fully limit broken version of that. These are also pretty important, but I think these are pretty easy to get. Sumi, which I think is whatever. All these stamina things, which is also pretty achievable. Both of these, I think this is the Sounds of Earth. This is Airship Core, not too bad. Very standard stuff. Okay, so with that being said, so we got that figured out. Not too shabby. And I think in terms of, well, first I want to look at parents. Before I look at parents, I should probably look at which cards to take for support. Okay, so we'll probably stick with the Almond Eye Still in Love combination. I think that's a pretty good combination to go for speed. Stamina, keep the same. I'll do the Air Core and the Sounds of Ass. No power, no guts. And then for wisdom, I think we're gonna have to go with the Manhattan Cafe one, just because I think that has the skill that we want. Okay. And then yeah, obviously Victoria Card. Okay, so for inherits, I think let's see, inherits. Does this guide go into inherits or does it? Oh man. Yes it does. Okay, so the recommended inherit for the Betweener strat looks like it's Christmas Metro Bright and this Explorer Grass Wonder, with maybe some inheritances from the sisters of Narita Brian and Biwa Hayahide. I wonder. I don't know if I have. Do I have either of these as parents? Let me take a look at that real quick. Because if I don't, I might have to YOLO that, and I don't think I have both of those Umas. I just don't think I have any parents of those, so I think I'm kind of boned. Yeah, I'm boned. I don't have any. Okay, well. Well, I mean, if it's a betweener, let's see. I mean, there's all these other options as well. I mean, I definitely have an Oguri for sure. So Oguri maybe, maybe the TM Opera. Oh, I think I swear I think I have one of those. So maybe I might just go with that one. Let me take a look at that real quick. But Oguri is pretty easy because I think I have a lot of Oguri parents. I swear I thought I have a lot of Oguri parents, but now I'm looking at it, I don't see any. I swear I had some. I swear, she's totally real. That girlfriend's totally real. She totally lives in Canada. Do I really? It's all just Christmas Oguri. Wow, fuck my. Okay, now well, that's a bit of a shame. This is what happens when you don't train parents, huh? You just kind of screw yourself. Yikes. Big yikes. You know, I think I'm probably just gonna have to take the L. I'm probably just gonna have to not the Chicago Transit, but the legitimate L, the lose. Gonna have to take the lose, and I'm probably just gonna have to accept that I get either one of these and not the other. All right. Well, in that case, I'll go back to let's go back to the game real quick, and we will get back into at least seeing which parents I have available. So I mean, there's this, but this one doesn't have any. Ideally, I want somebody that has a lot of long inheritances, something like this, somebody like this Narita Brine. But I don't know. I kind of want somebody that's either. Is there really nobody that has the Mejiro? Right? I might have to. Oh wait, maybe. No, what am I doing? Okay. I might have to find parents. Let me do that real quick. Find some parents. Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. Oh, no, 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 no. That's not what I wanted. Group with, game a wiki. Get rid of the pop-up. Tomodachi doko. Tomodachi doko. Nandayo. Eigo. Oh, there it is. Tomodachi. Looking for friends. Okay. We want a stamina. I mean, honestly, all we want. Oh man. Mejiro Bright. Oh man. It's the entire list again. Mejiro. There's so many Mejiros. Mejiro Brighto Christmas. Ideally 9 long inheritances for the long. Search for that. Oh, you know what? Actually, that might work. That could work. Okay, let me here. Go to my friends real quick. Let me add some friends. Here we got 4, 2, 9, 4, 5, 5, 9, 9, 8. That's too many 9s. 9, 9, 8. Please tell me you have some spots available. Yes, you do. Beautiful. Let's see what we got here. I like it. Let's friend you. Let me try to find one more. I'm trying to find one more peep. Ooh, that could be a good one. Let's see. Let me try. 3, 1, 2, 2, 3, 3, 7, 4, 2. Available. Long. Oh, I think let's use this. This one has the grandparents as well, so this could actually be really, really nice. I'll take this one. I'll probably use this one instead. But it's nice to have both options available. Okay. We got our friends. Jesus Christ, who is that? Oh, it's no reason. I was like, my ears are being screamed at with the event is happening now. Like, please use your inside voice. Okay. Oh no, not what I wanted. There we go. Okay. Yep, Sakura Loro. Okay, now we're good. We got our inheritances. Where did you go? Is it you? Is it this one? I think it's this one. It is this one. Okay, use that one. And then, okay, for the other, I mean, I think for the other one, I think I'll just probably select somebody that has a decent. I'm trying to find somebody that has like a good long inheritance, just so I can get that. Just so I can really get that long S. Really try to start Cheval Grand. Honestly, let me see. I feel like I have better ones. I definitely have a better parent. Like I should. Tannhäuser is... Yeah, maybe. Nah, I kind of want somebody that actually has 3, like, better inheritances. This guy? Yeah, not really. How about this Tannhäuser? Ooh, you know what? 6 stars. Yeah, I'll take it. I'll take this Tannhäuser. Where the frick? Okay, Alright, that's a lot of power. Actually, you know what? That could work out because I think we were lacking power usually, so this could actually be pretty good for us. Okay. Still in love. Nope, I'm gonna replace you with Almond Eye, even though Almond Eye is not fully limit broken. Still think that's pretty broken. Crush Core, get there. Okay, and then Cafe. Cafe, okay, and let's do it. Let's do it. Let's do it. Woo. Change it up a little bit. Let's get some new players in the mix. Josh Hug in the mix. That's a very, very, very obscure reference. If you know what I'm talking about, you get a Shino point. Actually, if you do know what I'm talking about, I have a lot of questions. If you do know what I'm talking about. Anyway, enough about that. Josh Hug in the mix. Oh, good times, good times. I might have just doxed myself there by saying that, but also it's whatever. I'm pretty sure nobody's gonna get that reference. It's such an obscure meme, but it's something that just I've said this before, right? There's these things that just live rent free in my head, and then they just kind of pop up occasionally. That's not the card I meant to click. There's these things that just live in my head, and then occasionally they just pop up out of nowhere, and I'm just like, yeah, I remember that. And good times happen for that. A lot of the times it's stuff like, you know, vines from Vine compilations I've watched. The funny thing about that is I talk about a lot about how, like, you know, classic Vines. I actually was a pretty vehement, this is very similar to like my VTuber origin. It's like I was actually a pretty vehement hater against Vines. Like, I hated the idea of, oh, why is it only 6 seconds? It's all just like stupid. It's kind of how I feel about TikToks now, where it's like, oh, it's all just stupid content. It's like, you know, people who watch it are just idiots, and it's like they have short attention spans because they can only watch something that's 6 seconds. But I think after Vine died down, it was definitely got a better appreciation. I guess it's kind of you don't appreciate what you have until you lose it, sort of thing. So definitely was like, dang, this is actually pretty fun. So got not very exposed, but I got exposed to those Vines, classic Vines, and so now I'm pretty just like a Vine quoting machine right here. Let's see what I've referenced so many Vines in the past, like two bros here in a hot tub 5 feet apart because they're not gay, or I want to be a cowboy, or what the fuck Richard, or Yeats. There's tons of good ones out there. It's a whatever you feel that day, you know. There's a Vine for a mood, whatever mood you feel, you know. It's kind of one of those things. It's like those images of like select which person you are, or like select which mood you are, and it's like 9 different images of like maybe a person, but like different kind of moods and whatever. It's like pick which one you are. It's like basically it's like, yeah, it's like pick which Vine you feel related to it that day or whatever. I don't know if I'm explaining that correctly, but it's something like that. Oh man, I should have healed. I don't know what I was doing there. That was really risky. That was not worth it. Okay. Ichiban Ninki. First place. First favorite. Ninki means favorite. I know that because I study kanji. But also playing this game, that definitely really helps. Ooh, wow, I got super lucky with that. That was not expected to get a gauge from just three selections there, so that is we are doing very lucky today. Today's been a good day so far in terms of the Umas. And we got the date vent. Ooh, look at that. Look at that. Look at that. What a beautiful day. What a time to be alive. Yeah, another thing that I quote way too often. Where's that? That comes from? That's such an obscure thing. That's from Monopoly. I think, yeah, it's from the Monopoly game. I'm sure maybe that actually is from something else, but like similar to how I discovered that the hey yay 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 yay, like that song is actually like a song. And I think Billy yesterday was like being like all like kind of like, are you serious? You thought that wasn't like an actual song? And I'm like, dude, there's plenty of songs out there that are just like meme songs, like people just created it just for memes, and it's not like an actual song. I thought that for the longest time I thought that that was just a song that was created just for Fabulous Secret Powers or whatever that video is. By the way, that's the original. The hey yeah 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 whatever, the one that's the shorter version, that's stolen content. So it's a shame that the guy didn't really get the credit that he deserved, but at least it's a better late than never sort of thing. So now people go to that video, and so every time I want to watch it, you just gotta search up Fabulous Secret Powers, and that's the actual source of that. But yeah, no, I think it took me such a long time to figure out that that's actually a song, and I'm like, oh, that's crazy. Hey, yeah, 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 yeah. Hey, yeah. I said, hey, what's going on? It was not a good rendition. It's hard for me to sing a song when I also have another song, like the background song for this scenario blaring in my ears. So it's like I'm like trying to fight that musical tone. You know how it be. Do you know how it be? I know how it be. I feel like I'm very leaning today. I don't know. I mean, I am leaning, so that is accurate. That is an accurate thing where I'm just like leaning like this. That's probably not good. That's probably not good posture. I need to be better. Otherwise, my coccyx is never gonna heal. My coccyx will never work again. That's what the doctors told me. Your coccyx has only 3 years left to live, and if you don't get it fixed soon, then you'll never be able to coccyx ever again. And then that made me very sad, because I need my coccyx for coccyx things. Okay. I need to remember to race if I can, because I need to get 3,000 fans. Actually, why don't I just do it now? No, it's not worth it. I'll just heal. Oh, you know what I'm missing, and I'm looking at it right now? I don't have my little support plush thing that I usually have in my lap so I can, you know, comfortably sit. No wonder I've been so weird today. No wonder something felt so off. I was like, I don't have my plush, my support plushie. I have a ton of plushies. I'm one of those guys that likes to collect plushies, you know, it's just nice. A lot of them I just don't even like kind of use for their intended purposes of, you know... what are plushies' intended purposes really, other than sitting there and looking cute? I guess that's how I see it, at least. You know, I know some people actually like, you know, cuddle with them, you know, use them for pillows and stuff. I do that for some of them. Like I have IKEA plushies of like soccer ball, basketball, tennis ball that I use to like as support sometimes, like kind of wrap it around my arms and just be like, yes, comfy. But like, and I also have the classic, the Brohai, the BLAHAG, the blue sharks from IKEA. Which technically I found out a long time ago that it's actually pronounced Brohai. I know people like to pronounce it like Blahaj, because that's what it looks like it pronounced, but there was a Japanese IKEA a while ago that included that, and like the katakana, or the way they pronounced it in katakana was Brohai. So I'm like, oh, that's how you pronounce it. It's Brohai. I mean, I guess I might still call it Blahaj just so people understand what it's saying, but yeah, for all intents and purposes, it is Brohai. And I do have Brohai, and I have his little cousin, his little bro as well. But I don't use them for like actually like, I guess, I don't actually like, you know, I just kind of have them sitting in my bedroom, just kind of, you know, existing. They just vibing, you know. So like a lot of my plushies, like I have a few Jigglypuff plushies behind me right there. Very big plushies. One I bought from a convention, ASEN, which I still think I might have, I mean, I don't think, I probably did get ripped off. They're like, oh, it's from Japan. It's like, oh yeah, it's exclusive. It's $60. To be fair, it's a big plushie. Like, it's like, if you like, if you, how do I say this? If you like get in a hugging position and like, you know, wrap your, like, touch the tips of your middle fingers and like pretend like you're a basketball hoop, basically. It's kind of that, it's around that big. It's a big plushie. So I even at that time I was like, 60 whatever dollars seems like it's kind of worth it, and so I bought it. And then I found a very similar one in Target that was like $20. So yeah, I'm pretty sure I got ripped off, but hey, it's all right, you know. Support local businesses, say begrudgingly. Man, conventions, I mean, especially the exhibitors and, you know, especially the ones that sell figures, man, you gotta be careful. they are usually almost always way too expensive. And so every time I look at exhibitors and all this stuff and just look around and look at how they're selling like prize figures for like $50, and I'm like, that's no, don't fall for that, everybody. You can buy that for like $20 on Ami, eBay, maybe not eBay, but like other places, and it's gonna be way cheaper even if you include the shipping. But I mean, there are some times when it's like the deals are actually pretty good. You just gotta be smart and know. And I mean, people have the internet. I mean, we have technology. So there's definitely ways to be smart about that. Just gotta remember, it's not a race, you know. It's not the thing where it's like you have to buy it now. It's not. You can be patient. You can shop around, see what other places have. Because I've definitely seen cases where it's like multiple places have the same item, but there's not wildly different prices, but like different prices. So it's like you kind of look around to make sure that you're getting the best deal for what it is. Which is the case for almost anywhere you go, like shops, whatever, but especially conventions for sure. That's also a thing. Yeah, well, all to say, I'm looking forward to the next convention. Yeah, ASEN's coming up in, God, a month actually. It's gonna be a month. It's in a month, yeah. So time is gonna fly pretty soon. That's gonna be. It feels like it's a ways away, but honestly, a month's gonna pass by real quick. So before you know, it's gonna be here, and we're gonna be ready for that. So yeah, I guess very early in advance. What is it? Very early in advance announcement is that I will definitely not be doing any streams. Oh, that's cute. Have I done a Sakura Wall run in this scenario? I think I have, right? I don't remember. No, I did. I have done Sakura Wall before in this scenario. Okay. So that's not new. Yeah, what was I? Oh god, I forgot my point with the conventions. Oh, yeah. So I will. That's like I said, I'm gonna be staying with a friend at a hotel, even though I live in this area. It's still like an hour away from the convention center. Is an hour away by bus/train. So I was like, let's just eat the $200 that I paid for the hotel, three nights for the hotel room, shared cost, and then let's just do that. Eat the cost and stay in the hotel for the first time. And so I will not be streaming on that weekend, which I think is like May 16th, 17th, whatever, mid-May-ish. I'll post this as well when that time comes, but I will not be doing any streams there. So yeah, hope y'all have a good. Isn't that the Memorial Day weekend, or am I stupid? I feel like that's why not. Yeah, enjoy yourselves. Enjoy yourselves. Basically, it's that thing there. And I will be enjoying myself as well, and enjoying all the panels and the artist alley and convention stuff. And for the first time, late night stuff. Get to actually stay in the area and don't have to worry about getting home by like too late. And otherwise, if the transits don't run, the stuff doesn't run. Alright, let's see. Ooh, there we go. This is what I need. What do we got here? Ooh, yes. These ones are what we need. These ones are what we need. Give me long S. Come on, three goddesses. I dare you. No balls. Sucks. Unfortunate, hate to see it. Not what you want if you're me, which I am me, so that's not what I want. But that's okay. We're still not the worst thing in the world. So I'm just gonna take my scheduled loss over here to Narita. I think it's a scheduled. No, it's not a scheduled loss. I don't know why for the longest time, because like I guess she never had the opportunity to race in these races, but it's just like you would think that. Oh wait. Is she in the same? She's probably not in the same generation as Naughty Pride. I guess that's what it is. Anyway, let me get these. Ooh, look, I got both. Hey, I got both of the skills anyway, so it worked out. Let me get these real quick. Some of these. Oh yeah. Okay. Okay. Oh, I forgot. Man, her requirements are so weird because it's like there's no required race you have to do, but you just have to do races. Oh yeah, yeah. Just give me that one. No. No. Yeah. Oops, no, that one. There we go. Do that, and then I might as well just do the Japan, the Nippon Derby. Okay. Why is that song stuck in my head? It's the most random song that gets stuck in my head all of a sudden. Should I heal? Yeah, I should probably heal. Also, very random side note. I think I know why in the chat the Nightbot's not showing, and I think it has something to do with my settings for that. So let me, because I'm totally not busy and totally not doing anything else. Let me fix that real quick. Stream widgets. Is that event list? No, it's chat box settings. Settings for chat box. I think, yeah, it's a thing, right, with, yep, hide common chat bots. Okay, we don't have to do that. Save settings. Okay, so now I think Nightbot should show up. Oh, it resets. Oh man, it reset my chat. Oh well. Sorry, race. that's Rippo. Oh well. It's whatever. Oh, I'm such an idiot. I forgot that's I should have done that for green, not that one. Okay, well whatever. This one, okay. Okay, I need to keep my energy conservation, but I should probably do this one. I'm delirious, y'all. I think it's just the lack of sleep's getting to me. That's not funny. Why am I doing? Why am I so stupid? Why am I being so stupid right now? Yeah, that one's a good one. Yeah. Okay, Miseko. We got our boy, our girl, our guy, our main man, our home slice, homie, buddy, main man. Okay. Ooh, spicy babies. That is what I am talking about. Give me... Honestly, I think the best stamps are the green ones right now at this point, so I'll probably just go for that. Spicy memes? Spicy memes. That is a spicy meme right there. Now that's what I call a spicy meatball. Spicy meatball. Man, I apologize in advance for the next however long I'm gonna keep going on this stream. I don't know what I'm about to say for the next few. I just feel like it's just gonna be one of those nights. Also, oof, look at that. Look at that. That is what you want to see. Oh, bokeh. There's another Uma I'm really excited for. Karen Bokeh Bokeh-chan. Dude, I don't know. Like, I think if y'all watch my Uma tier list stream, you know that I find myself very attached to sort of the ordinary characters, so like the nice natures, the Machikane Tannhäusers. Technically, I think Air Messiah is supposed to be one, but she's just way too boring, so I kind of just didn't like her, if I have to be completely frank. But generally speaking, oh, the Danzu Flame. Danzu Flame's another good example. She's also kind of in that ordinary archetype of, oh, that's cute, ordinary characters in a group of eccentrics, so to speak. That's not great, but I guess I'll just take this one. Oh, I still need to do the I need to do at least one race. But if I have a good, no, I don't have a good. let me get some. Let me just do this one. I know it's not a G1 race, but just want to get this out of the way while I don't have a good training options available. Okay, photo book time, photo book time. Oh wait, is this photo book or is this the promotional? No, this is the post. Wait, yeah, this is poster. I'm getting my stuff mixed up. That's a really good photo, by the way. That is a really good photo. Sometimes the photos are very not great. Like, I think they just randomly take photos from the races and stuff, so understandable, but also sometimes it's not the best composition. That was a really good one. Ooh, 28%, but that's really good. Do we risk it? We risk it. Nice. Okay. The luck is coming back, Millhouse. It is all coming up, Millhouse. I haven't watched Sims. Fun fact, I've never watched the Simpsons episode. Take for that what you will, I guess. I do need to heal. I think it's my last heal. I think it's my last date. After this, I'm maidenless, just like IRL. Maidenless IRL. Isn't that sad life? I mean, there's nobody really to blame. I'm gonna talk about real life stuff for a little bit, maybe get a bit too real, but if I have to be completely frank, I mean, I don't. It's like, hey, my name's Frank. What's up? There we go. Now I'm completely frank. No, I'm sorry. That's such a bad dad joke. No, but if I have to be completely serious, like, do I want a relationship? Sure, that would be nice. But I think that for me, I realize that it takes a lot of commitment. It takes a lot of searching, and for me, I'm not in a good position in my life right now to, like, not even talking like mentally or anything, or like, you know, like overall character thing. I'm just saying, like, I think in a realistic sense, considering, you know, currently unemployed, don't have an income sort of thing, I'm trying to focus more on getting myself right, getting my life right. And I think that's what really comes down to is, if you don't take care of yourself, how are you going to take care of another person? That is a really huge thing for me, and especially in college as well. Like, there was definitely times when I know, not to get too personal, but there was definitely somebody that I did have a crush on in college who was also in my club, right? So for the longest time I was like, and I think it was pretty obvious looking back, and honestly I could have made the move, but I didn't because I was a freaking chicken. But honestly, looking back, I think it is probably the better idea, because I think even if we did end up getting together, I think we probably would have broken up pretty quick, because I realized we weren't probably not... Well, one, I don't think I was in the right mindset to be in a relationship at that point, which is, I think, the biggest thing. But two, it's just, we were good friends, but I don't think, there wasn't really, you know, a lot of... It wasn't really... There's a difference between being good friends and, you know, being good couple, I guess, so to speak. You know, the relationship, the sparks there, it's a little bit different. Not saying that's completely different, because there is still the idea of, oh, your significant other is your best friend. There's always a little bit of that notion, mindset, and I do agree with that to an extent. But there is still a little bit more to it than that. Like, otherwise, if that's the case, then, you know, hey, childhood friend romances would be so much more common, but that's not a thing. So, unfortunately, as much as I love my childhood friend romances, rare thing in the anime world, which is quite unfortunate. Quite not what you want to see. Man, this is slim pickings. Slim pickings. Honestly, I kind of want to heal here. But yeah, like, my very naive... I don't know if it's naive may not be the right... Naive kind of is the right word, where it's like... There's a little part of me that's like, oh, if I just, you know, put... Like, even, like, just going out social settings, like, with... Not even with the intent of finding... Oh, I almost clicked the wrong thing. Oh, that could have been bad. With, like, just putting myself out there, and then maybe I might find somebody there. Like, I've known, not tons of people, but I've known situations of people where they were not in any sort of mindset to look for a relationship, and then they met somebody, and then they slowly grew together, and now they're, one of them's married and one of them's engaged. So, you know, it's it can happen. It can happen. But I think that's a more wish fulfillment than anything. So I'm not holding my bets against that. And I'm not actively looking, so it's nobody to really blame but myself at this point. But I'm in no rush really. I'm pretty. You know, y'all know by now I'm an introvert. I like to spend my time alone for the most part. So honestly, I kind of just like where I'm at right now. Of course, things can change in an instant, but for now, I think I'm just we're at a good we good. Life's good for the most part. Can't complain too hard, other than the fact that I don't have a job, but. That'll hopefully change soon. I don't know. We'll see. Cautiously optimistic. Yeah. Anyway, this Laurel run isn't going that great, if I have to be completely frank. Okay, here we go. Let's see if we get that long S. Long S? No long S? No long S. That's fine. This run wasn't going that well anyway. To be completely honest, to be completely frank, to be complete. Would you like to complete? I sure want to complete. I think I'll complete after this. Okay. Okay, Almond Eye. Let's see. What do I want? I'll probably go with the bottom one. I still don't think the top skills are useful. And my god, it's still so broken how you get 2 gold skills from this. God damn, that's one way to power creep, I guess. Speaking of which, let me get these real quick. Yes. Give me my acceleration skill that's required. Give me my lock on. Give me my ow, my foot was acting up there for a second. Gold stamina, like that. I'll take one of those, but I don't have enough skill points, so I'll wait, and then there we go. Nice. Let's do it, boys. Let's race in the Ten no Shoharu. Longest G1 race, I'm pretty sure, right? I think. Maybe it's no, Arimakinen's 2,500 meters, so yeah, this one's the longest one. So it's a long boy. I think this is the track that they're gonna use for the CM, so that's why we gotta have all the stamina. Here comes the book. Nice, love that. I keep saying it, man. If Side Games ever wants to make free profit, they just gotta make those books. Although I don't know, they're definitely not gonna make those for every character. They're definitely not gonna make it for my favorite character, which is Ines Fujin. So I guess I'll just have to settle with maybe a Nice Nature or somebody more popular. But man, they gotta do that. I would buy that in a heartbeat for some of my favorite characters. Okay, let's see. Yeah, I mean, where are we right now? Okay, we haven't even done some. I don't know why I thought we were. I don't know why for a second I thought we were in the middle of October. And I was like, this is terrible. But then I realized we're kind of fine. It's still not great. Like, okay, there we go. I'm like, I need stamina. I need my stamina. No, I don't need my. Sorry, I need my power. I also need stamina, but like power or speed. Speed is the one that's most important right now, and I don't have any of that. So I need to heal before the yes, queen, yes. Okay, enough yassing. That's not great, but I mean there aren't any good options. Okay. Okay, that's good. We take those. We take those. I think the stamina is looking pretty dank memes, but man, that speed still be quite lacking. So we're gonna definitely need to raise that up. Sneeze is coming. Sorry, I'm gonna mute real quick. Sorry about that. Okay. I don't know how that looked on. I don't know how that looked. That looked very violent on the virtual side. I'll have to check that out later. Let me get this one. I do need to heal unless I get. Oh, that would have been so good, but I don't want to risk that. Need to be careful. I think. Do I have how many more races do I have after this? Oh my god, really? She does all 3 of these races. That's not what I want to see. Not great. Well, I mean the stamina is looking great. I think the stamina is already pretty good. We're looking pretty dandy with that one, but everything else is just not what I want in my life. So that one is just kind of a big unfortunate. Let me replace this one. Okay, I was like, oh, bad times? No. Okay. Oh man, really? Okay, well. I mean, like, look, this run's already kind of moot because I didn't get the long S, so I don't know why I'm complaining so hard. But I want to get some good Umas, man. I'm trying to get some good Umas out of this. We're trying to prove that I'm actually kind of decent at this game. Which is still debatable. Still up for debate whether I'm actually good at this game. Depends on your definition of good. Depends on your definition of good. I'll leave that up to y'all. Sure. What the hell, man? Where's my speed? Where's my speed Umas? Where the hell are they? I swear, Bobby. Damn it, Bobby. Damn it, Bobby. Swear to God. That's not what he says, but yes. Adding my original twist. Dang it, Bobby. Propane accessories. That's not a good Hank Hill. I don't know what I'm trying to do. This is not a good impression. It's okay. I'm not one for impressions. I don't claim that my impressions are amazing. Please? Please? Man, not even 1600, although that's probably gonna get a little bit higher with the bonuses that we get later, but man, that's not what you want to see if your name is Shino the Penguin. And if your name is Shino the Penguin, I'm gonna have to sue you for copyright infringement, but we'll discuss that in court. Do I face Almondai? I don't know. I think we'll find out. We'll find out. I don't think we do. We'll see though. I'm just gonna skip that real quick. What the heck? That was a weird delay, followed by the footsteps. Okay, let's see if we face the Almondai. Almondai? No, Almondai. Okay, interesting. Why do we face Almondai? I guess Day and Sky was because she raced in all 3 of the Triple Crown races, so that makes sense. I mean, it's not a huge complaint. Like I said, do you even get any? I don't think you even get any stat gains if you beat Almondai. It's just pretty much the same. Pretty much just for the bragging rights. But it's whatever. Alright, what do we got? What have we got? What's our final end result? You know what? I'm not gonna lie. This is actually a really good spread. Well, the speed is a little bit lacking, but the stamina is amazing. The stamina is actually around what we're looking for. Power is good. Everything else is looking good. Damn! If only I got the long S. I think honestly that would be pretty acceptable for the CM. I'm actually trading some pretty damn good Umas recently. This is a revelation right now. I'm actually pretty. I'm not cracked at this game, but I'm pretty good. Who would have thought? Who would have thought the guy who played this game for since the day it came out is actually good at the game? Who would have thought? Not me. I know I have a lot of skill points left, but that's whatever. I don't really care too much about that. Don't care too much about it. Okay. Alright, it's probably gonna be UC something. I mean, I hope. We'll see. UC 2. Okay. I think that's the best one I've done of the Sakura Laurel, so yeah, maybe I should be a little bit more. Maybe I should have a little bit more expectations, because I was like, oh, UC is probably gonna be good enough, but now I'm just like, because it's a long CM.
ブライトさんと
It's a
話すと
long CM.
癒されてちょびっと
A lot
上
of
手くなれるん
there's
です
probably
よ
gonna be like a lot of high UCs out there because of how the rating system works. Maybe I might have to get a better Uma. Maybe I might have to train a better Kita. But I think the Kita I have already is pretty good for now, so don't have to worry too much about that.
ありたいと思ってるので、
Um,
もっともっと頼ってもらえるよう頑張るので
let's do one more. We'll do one more. We'll do one more Sakura lore one. Let's try and get some more. Let's try and get another. Let's hopefully try and get one knocked out today. I'll continue doing more of these kind of tomorrow as well. And also, I guess I should do this announcement, and I'll announce this after my stream's over. So I'll be doing another collab. I know I did one yesterday, kind of spontaneous one with Raze, playing some Fall Guys. But we will be doing more Escape Simulator. We'll be doing that Sunday, starting at a little bit earlier because we don't want to go until like 2 a.m. or anything. So we'll be starting at 4 p.m. my time, 2 p.m. which is 4 p.m. Central Time, 2 p.m. Pacific time, whatever time zone that connects to you. Do the math. I'm sure you're all smart people. I believe in you. But yeah, I'll make the announcement after. I'll post about it on Twitter after, or Blue Sky after I'm done with this stream. But that will be a collab on Sunday, and I'm excited to get back into the puzzles and hopefully actually solve some more math stuff and not get it stolen by somebody who randomly guesses. So hopefully that happens. We'll see. But yeah, looking forward to playing something that isn't the 3 games I've been just cycling, 3/4 games that I've been kind of cycling through. But no, it's gonna be a whole bunch of Uma content for now until then, just because I need to get these CM horses trained. So look forward to that. And if you don't like it, sucks for you, I guess. I don't know what I was about to say. I was like, sorry, but also sucks for you.
今はこの調子な行きます
Okay. I'm noticing with this Sakura lore, it's kind of honestly getting pretty hard to get the speed up for some reason. Her bonuses are all in or not. I don't think they're all in stamina, but I think it's like stamina and it's probably stamina and guts if I had to guess. But let's find out. Like, I don't have to guess. I can just look because we have technology. We're not cavemen. We have technology. If you don't know what I was referencing, good old SpongeBob. Not this one. Just get that out of the way. Oh no, it's stamina and power. Okay, that's fair. Okay, just thinking guts just because of her tenacity or whatever. You can make the argument for that, but I don't know. It's weird sometimes. I mean, Gentle Donna. I mean, some of the I guess what I'm talking about here is the thing up here, the little kind of percentages. So like, for instance, she gets 20% increased in stamina gains and 10% increased in the power gains, and it's different depending on the Umas. Some of them it's kind of matches their character, personality, archetype, whatever. I think Tachyon, or not Tachyon, but like I think Chakor I think is 30% wisdom. Gentle Donna I think is 30% power, all in power. So it's kind of stuff like that, but sometimes it's just random stuff. I don't know. It's whatever the devs feel like. Also, I realize I have not been drinking any water in this entire stream, which is terrible. So let's take a little hydration break, everyone. Cheers. Remember to hydrate. Hydrate or dihydrate. Ugh, okay. Oh man, I've been very thirsty today for some reason, in both ways. In many ways, but no, but like for the water. I actually, yeah, I don't have like a tap. I just drink straight from the tap because luckily Chicago has some pretty good tap water. So although some argue that it is a bit hard tasting, but I don't mind it. It's not too bad. Not the worst tap. Oh. Really? Oh, and you're not even gonna... Okay, well, I was gonna heal myself, or... Oh, I didn't know that can happen. Okay. Wow, what a miracle. That is what I like to see. That is what I want to see. That is good stuff. Just gonna try and speed run through this. Uma speed run. let's just do an Uma speed run, everybody. Just get ready for a good old quick, you know, just get it all ready. Oh no. Yes, there we go. I'm doing this without looking at my screen. I'm just, if you're noticing, you can tell when I look at my screen because I just look down like this. I'm trying to practice just looking at my OBS while I'm on playing. I think I'm getting better at it, but sometimes I accidentally misclick buttons that I shouldn't, which is probably not a good thing. Maybe I shouldn't be practicing this, but it's okay. Yeah, I'll probably just go with this one. Let's see. Oh man, I just what percentage was that? That was 9%. What the bro? Single digit percentages. Come on, man. We can't be failing those. Well, whatever. At least I got my Excel skill, my gold Excel skill. That's all that matters. Accel, not acceleration, not Excel, not like Microsoft Excel. God, Microsoft Excel. That's a program that is the backbone of all finance, basically, and a lot of things as well. Data too, like a lot. Some surprising number of data analysis stuff like relies heavily on Excel, which I don't know how I feel about that, but I mean, I guess that's something. Ooh, didn't mean to press that. Almost did oopsies. Let me just do a date. Same enough. And my phone like really down here, so I was like really looking down. It's probably just my phone. I'll put my phone right here, so it's like not too far down. Okay. Yeah, I need that. I need that. Okay. That's not great. Also, whoa, whoa, I just discovered I can smile with my teeth if I do. Oh, that's weird. I don't like that. It's like the half closed teeth. Okay. Discovering more things about myself. You know, standard stuff. Anyway. Let's see. Which one of these is actually decent? I think these are both pretty bad though. That's a Z for sure. That's not even, that's a B. I guess I'll just take this one. Just take the L. Also, oh, it's getting pretty hot. Oh yeah, weather update by the way. It was hot today. I think it was actually like in the 80s at one point. It was like I was like in the high 70s, which is like the only day today, or only day of the week, because apparently after tomorrow it's gonna get back into like the 40s or whatever, which I don't understand. But man, today was nice. If only it wasn't the fact that it was just super cloudy and it looked like it was gonna rain all day. But I don't think it actually did end up raining, which is kind of interesting. Doesn't matter either way. I kind of just, like I said, I mean, today was a lazy day for me. I was focused on 1, preparing for my interview, and 2, trying not to fall asleep too much, although I could still end up doing that anyway. So it's what it is. Let's see. Oh man, none of these are what I want. Initial trainings have not been good so far. These have not been ideal. Not what you want to see. That one. Oh, I should probably done the heal instead. Actually, no, it's fine. I don't really care. Let's see. Oh, don't. Okay, I was a little bit worried I was gonna fail that training for a second, but we're good. That one. Okay, I definitely need to heal though. I'll do the. No, I can't heal. I need to do the race actually. Fudge. Do that. Hopeful stakes. Get hopeful stakes so the so that we can get the band, so that we can get the mission, so that we can move on, so that we can Continue our training run with Sakura Laurel. Roreru. Roreru. What a weird pronunciation to say in Japanese. Like Rudolph. Rudorufu. Rudorufu. Rudolph. If I saying that in katakana, it's like it's really weird. And also Roreru. Roreru.
注目の一番人気、11番桜ローレル。
Roreru.
力は完全に
Roreru.
どんな冬でも
Roreru.
超えて桜が桜です。
Sakura Roreru. Anyway, enough of me trying to pronounce things in the katakana. In the katakana. Katakana. Why say that intonation? I'm not that. I can. That's the fun thing, is like when I do like try and speak like Japanese and stuff, I use my, I guess, Korean intonation is the best way of saying it. It's weird. So it's coming from somebody who's technically, I guess, bilingual in a sense. There's this, it's not so much of a theory as sort of just this experience where it's like when you're speaking a different language, you kind of a little bit of your personality changes a little bit, and I definitely feel that too. Or the way you speak as well. It's like you kind of have a different personality depending on what language you're speaking, and that's kind of interesting to me for sure. Like when that is definitely true. Like when I speak English, it's like okay, very like, you know, very low tone, casual sort of thing. It's like, oh yeah, you know, whatever. But when I'm speaking Korean, I think this might be the influence of the fact that when I grew up in a household where when I was speaking Korean, it was with and I don't know how best to explain this, but like, you know, it's just my mom, so you know, the female voice there. So 한국말 하면 이렇게 좀 더 높게 하고, like higher voice, higher pitch speaking. Like I'm like, you're noticing it too, because like when I'm talking English, I'm like, okay, well this is my voice of intonation, voice tone. But now when I speak Korean, 한글말 하면 이렇게 좀 더 높게 해서 좀 이상하게 돼. 그래서 좀 아쉽지만 그래서 할 수 있어. So it's kind of weird, right? It's like you kind of, it's like the intonation is one thing, but it's also just like I also definitely do notice like when I do speak Korean, I do have a little bit of a different personality. Like I want to say like maybe a little bit more softer. It's very interesting phenomenon for sure. I'm sure if those of y'all out there who are bilingual or like speak multiple languages, you might also share this thing where it's like you have this kind of different personality mindset sort of thing. It's interesting. Languages are interesting for sure. I took one of the courses that I took. I think I mentioned before. Our college had all these like fun courses that you're able to take. So I took like stuff on Rubik's cubing. I took a course on Pokemon, Miyazaki movies. And another course I took, which actually just signed up for last minute because I needed at least 1 credit, was conlangs, which is constructed languages. So I was learning about kind of like linguistics. What's the word? It's the study of languages. I don't remember the exact word, but whatever that is, we were doing that. Like I just signed up for that class on a whim, but it actually turned out to be a super fun and interesting class. Like I learned a lot about kind of how languages were formed, kind of the idea of world building fictional languages. Like one example I could think of was there was a prompt that we were given, like, oh, like think about like a world where water is a precious resource and the poor people don't really have water to drink. How would they speak in a language? Like what would kind of be the I guess trademarks of the language, all that stuff. So for me, my first thought was, well, they probably have, if water is a dry resource, they probably wouldn't want to expend too much effort into speaking their language. So, well, my first thought was clicking sounds, so like a lot of clicking, because their mouths would be very dry, and so it would be kind of easier to make more of those clicking noises. But also my second thought was, well, they probably wouldn't want to spend too much effort in enunciating and like making those noises with their mouths because their throats are so dry and they have the limited access to water. And so my second thought was, well, why maybe it's like, you know, hand signals, kind of sign language kind of stuff, minimal usage of the kind of ways mouth thing, the areas that kind of require the nutrition, so to speak. But yeah, it's interesting stuff for sure. They're very, very interesting. And where the heck? None of these are what I want. None of these are what I want. I'm not happy about that. I wish there was a reroll function. I mean, I don't know how they'd implement that, but I really wish there's some like a reroll function or something. Wouldn't that be nice? Oops. Okay. Long. There we go. There's my long. There's the long boy. Okay. We are not dead yet. The run is not. Are we just in classic actually? Now that I'm really looking at it. Okay. Well, I don't know why I thought there was the. Apparently, I thought I was going a lot longer than I was, but no, we're still in the classics. We're not in our senior year yet. It is fine. We're fine. It's so fine. No, not you. Not you, Miyahara. See, that's the thing. Every time I like think like or say something along those lines, like, oh, not you, and then it's like, oh, not you, and then Miyahara. That's the manga I think I talked about a few days back. Actually, pretty decent-ish. Yeah, it's all right, I guess. I mean, my expectations for romance romance manga are generally like if they get together. If the main couple gets together before the final chapters, that's already a lot better than a lot of the romance manga and anime out there, so my expectations are very low. So that's why I'm just like, man, Rokuyaba, good stuff. You know, actually showing the development of the couple, not even like before they get into a relationship, and then the process of them getting into the relationship, and now them dealing with the consequences of the relationship. It's beautiful. It's beautiful stuff. I'm very much enjoying it. Although the most recent arc, I'm not gonna lie, I'm not, and I think a lot of people kind of agree, the most recent arc's kind of being a bit painful to go through, because we're going through the whole process again of, you know what, I'm not gonna clarify for spoilers, but like if you're reading the manga right now, you know what I'm talking about. I think they just released, or the Scanlation group just released a chapter today, one of those days. Yeah, it's like, gosh, we're going through this again? Really? Didn't we already do this? It's like, alright, but I mean, I guess that's fine. I mean, it is kind of, no, oh, I almost clicked the wrong one. I mean, it is kind of a central part of their relationship, so I can kind of understand that, but I wish we didn't have to go through this whole thing again, because I feel like we already did this once. Hi, Seiko. Okay. But yeah, I'm always on the hunt for good romance, good anime. I guess more so anime, because like I don't really, or manga, because I don't really watch anime that much, to be completely honest. So if y'all have any good romance manga, not just romance too, it can be like comfy slice of life stuff. One example I can think of is Hirayasumi. It definitely has a good vibe to it for sure. I definitely really enjoyed that. It's kind of I guess you could kind of classify it as a romance, although that's kind of a little bit spoilery, but not really. Although that's not the part I really enjoy about that. That's not what I'm there for. I'm there for the comfy vibes. The vibes. There's a vibe to the manga that's just very, very unique. That's not very present in a lot of other stuff. So very, very fun stuff there. But yeah, I'm always down for good stories, you know? It doesn't have to be, it can be anything. It can be any genre, it can be any really anything, right? It's just like it can be whatever, and I can as long as it's a good story and like I can follow it and the characters are pretty nice, I can get into it. So recommend me anything, ask me anything, but also recommend me anything if you have any good recommendations. And I'll tell you whether I read it or not, / watched it. Okay. I still need to do the race. Also, why do I feel like I'm still like... Why did I feel like I was out of sync there for a second? I don't know. Sometimes I just have to reorient myself. Sometimes it just feels like I'm like slanty like that, even though I'm not. Maybe it's just because I move a lot, like, I'm a very moving person, apparently. I'm very moving. I'm moving quite a lot. Oh, 15%? I can do it. Yeah, you can do it. You can do it. Okay, good. Okay. Man, oh man, oh man, oh man. That's not what I want. None of these are really what I want in my life. That's okay. Okay, bouquet. Good old cotton bouquet door. Another in the line of the cotton family. Let me fill up the green one. At least try and get the other skills that I need. The other stamps that I need, sorry, not the other skills. See, like, this poster's... It's alright, but yeah, the composition's a little weird. I don't know, it's not like I have a eye for photography or anything. I mean, I do like photography, I've always been interested in it, but like, I wouldn't say I'm good at it for sure, so... I don't know what I'm talking about usually. Oh, I definitely need to race. Let me do Japan Cup maybe, and then let me save that, and then oh, why did I do that one? I should have probably actually looked before I chose. Looked before you choose. Look before you choose. Japan Cup, get some more fans for my circle. Need circle fans. Grind out the circle fans. I mean, I can always just do auto runs. That's not the hugest big deal in the world at this point anymore. But I might as well get as many fans as I can, you know? You know what I mean? Y'all know what I mean? Sure. Bottom. Top? Or are you a top or are you a bottom? I like to think that I'm a top. But I can be in a situation. I found that I'm mellowed out in the last few years. So it's become more like Switch than anything. Although I still feel like, why am I talking about this? Anyway, no, whatever. If y'all have ever taken the good old BDSM test, that was a staple. That was a staple thing that we did during our parties in college. Our club parties in college was we all take the BDSM test and figure out, you know, oh, what composition are you? What kind of kinks are you into? We were pretty comfortable grouped together, so it was all good and fun. You know, there was nothing too uncomfortable for the most part. Hopefully, I hope. I don't want to speak for everybody, so maybe there's something I was, you know, didn't know, but it seemed like everybody seemed like they're pretty cool. So, all right. I think we're fully into the senior year. Almost there. Yeah, it's gonna be a short one. God, I mean, hey, look, I did the Umas and then jumped straight into the Fall Guys. That would have been like what, concurrently together. That was like 7 straight hours of streams. Hold on, let me check my need to check to make sure I was right about that. Yeah, concurrently that would have been like around 7 hours of streams. So holy moly indeed. Quite the night, let's just say that. So I'm gonna keep it a little bit shorter today just so I can conserve my energy, because I really do need to go to sleep early today, because my god, I'm although honestly doing this has definitely helped, because I think before the stream I was like, oh my god, I'm so tired, but honestly after yapping y'all's ears and just doing the things I'm doing right now, I'm not as tired as I once was, so you know, that's I guess that's good. Although I feel a yawn coming, so maybe not. Maybe it's a up here comes big yawn. Oh. Okay. Yeah. Turns out I am tired. Never mind. It's fine. I'll get to catch up on sleep over the next few days. Don't have to wake up early anyway. gonna pick up my bread on the day of the and I knew I was gonna wake up late anyway, so I scheduled my pickup for Sunday 1 p.m. So look out for that, I guess. Although maybe I shouldn't say that. That's because I've said who the baker guy is. So if anybody could actually probably just come by and just do the research. Okay, well, no, turns out it's actually not 1 p.m. Sorry, 1 p.m. is wrong. I don't know when it was, but we'll figure it out. But I'm picking up then Sunday, so I don't know. If you really want to meet me in person, go. No, don't. Do not do that. Do not be that. Do not be that person. Do not be that guy. Do not do that. Yeah, that's just yikes. That's yabai right there. Or I guess yabai is the yabai out. Ooh, I got another long. What is it? Egui. Egui is what the kids use nowadays. Is what I saw on Twitter. That the kids use egui now instead of yabai. Yabai is too outdated, which is fair. I mean, slang changes so easily, so quickly nowadays. You know, what you think was hip is not hip anymore, and then you just look like you're an old person, which it feels like I am sometimes, but there's still I'm not that old. I'm still in the youth of my life. I'm still young budding lad, young strapping lad, ready for the prime of his life. That kind of thing. I was trying to come up with something a bit more yabai to talk, like a bit more sus way of saying it, but I guess my brain's just not working today, so we'll just keep it like that. We'll just leave it at that. Ooh. Yeah, I'm like, I probably need speed more than anything. Although this one's actually going a lot better than the last one in terms of the distribution stuff, but it's still kind of still a little iffy. That's okay. Let me heal myself. Well, that's a big yikes. That's a big unfortunate. That's not what you want to do. Ines, what the heck, man? Oh, yeah, okay. That probably wasn't a good decision, because now I really have to heal myself, but I'll take it. I'll just take the, I'll take the L. I mean, I take the L on occasion, whenever I need to go anywhere. For those of y'all who don't get the joke, Chicago's subway system, Chicago's train metro system is called the L, the elevated. It's relevant. My nose is very itchy for some reason right now. It's a reference to the elevated tracks that compose most of the train system, which I enjoy. It's really nice. It's a nice change of pace, getting to see the outside rather than just kind of be stuck in an underground subway. Although there still are underground subways in the system, so it's not like it's not all above ground for sure. But most of it is. Most of it is. In fact, I think the brown line, which is the one that I usually take, is pretty much all. Is it all? Yeah, it is all. It is all above ground. So that's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. But the red line goes underground for sure. So that's when it gets a bit. Those areas are when it gets a bit sussy, so to speak. Not the best train to take. The red and the blue lines, I think, are the most known as the ones that are the most not, I don't want to say dangerous, but most yikes in terms of stuff that happens around there, like people who smoke on trains, people who cause disturbances on trains, those kinds of things. I think my experiences have kind of generally aligned to most of that happening whenever I'm on like the red line, blue line sort of thing. Although I have had that happen like sometimes when I was on the brown line. Like there was a guy who like went in the subway and was just every few seconds just started yelling out of nowhere and just shouting. I'm like, I don't want to deal with this. So I just moved into whenever that happens, whenever there's like disturbances, whenever it's like, you know, somebody smoking on the train, whenever there's like all this like stuff, it's like, oh god, what the hell, man. Then I usually just move to another train car because I'm like, I don't want to deal with this, and I don't want to confront them. There's an argument that you could make, like, oh, why don't you just tell them to stop doing that or confront them? But, you know, some people thrive off people wanting to confront them and, you know, causing a disturbance and then getting that to be the excuse to elevate it and just cause it to go further. So I value my life, so I think I'd just rather, you know, just fight or flight. I think I'll just flight and just, you know, just go somewhere else. You know, that's usually how I deal with those situations. Not all situations, but like those like kind of like subway things. Usually how it goes. All right, we only have what, two more training runs to go, so let's make the most of them. I think. How's it going overall? It's not the greatest, but it's also not. It's not whatever. Oh, my sneeze is coming. Oh, 1 second. Nope. Is it coming? Oh, it's one of those where it feels like it's coming, but it's not. But, no, it's fine. No, it's fine. Okay. I was like, it's that feeling where it's like you have the sneeze, you feel like it's coming, but it's not, and then it's just you feel. It's the blue balls basically. Also, this very random note is that the distribution on this run has not been great. I'll be completely frank honest. That's okay. This probably isn't gonna be the Uma that I take with me to nationals. We are not going to go to nationals today with this one. No, definitely not. Man, what happened to all my speed Umas? I guess I'll just do that one. Okay, Arima Keenan, let's get this out of the way, get this, get the win, gets in, okay, good stuff there. I'm enjoying my nice karaoke time. Alright. Get that, gets in, get that. We're not facing Almond, so I don't care about the skills right now. I know I have like so many skill points I haven't used. Okay. Ooh, 425. 400k for the fans is pretty decent for a non-fan run. For a CM run. Don't need to watch the CM. Just give me my skill stuff. Give me my shrimp. Give me my shrimp. Okay. This one, this one, this one. This one. Oh, yeah, this one, this one. Basically anything gold and within my within the strategy and or distance that I need. I still have 700 points though, so I might as well just kind of keep using these ones, I guess. Alright, well, that's fine. Not like these are going to be useful, but don't really have... Alright, I have tons of skill points, so I might as well use them for something. Is there anything in here that might be useful? Not really, and I didn't get that either. Didn't get the other parent skill that I wanted, but that's kind of a minor thing, so it's not really too concerned. Where is the... There it is, okay. Corner. Right. Good. Okay, hold on, wait, stat distribution. Yeah. Like, okay, power, guts, wisdom, all good. Speed, speed, stamina, little low. Actually, a little low? Yeah, a little low. Stamina's a little low. The, speed is definitely very low. It should be at least 1700, I think, in my books, so... Not exactly what we want, but I think this should still end up being, like, at least the UC, yeah, UC, okay. UC. We're sorry about that. We're on a pretty good streak of getting UCs, UC Umas, so we're cooking on that front at least, but I think I can do better, but we'll save that for next time. I think I'm gonna call this a stream. I know this is a pretty relatively short one today, but again, I still recovering from yesterday's bonanza of streaming, so that's why I'm just gonna try and keep it chill for today, and we'll get back to it tomorrow for sure with more Uma, so look forward to that. I'll probably start around, we'll see when we start, but maybe around 6 to 7, the usual time, so look forward to that. But yeah, anyway, otherwise, like I said before, the announcement that I will be having the collab with Raze, we'll be doing more Escape Simulator. We'll be playing that starting on Sunday, good old 420. So get everybody blazing, get your blazing ready, get all of your materials ready for the fun times that is that game. Now that I think about it, maybe we should do something like a schedule one. Wouldn't that be funny? Maybe I should bring that up with him. Just change it up. Be like, let's do schedule one instead. That would be more thematic. Nah, I don't want to force them to buy the game though. But anyway, I'll just say we'll be doing the collab Sunday on 2 p.m. Pacific time, 4 p.m. Central time, and we'll be having fun there. So that's pretty much all I have for announcements on my end. This has been Shino the Penguin. Thank you all so much for watching, and I will see you all tomorrow for more Uma training. But until then, everybody have a good rest of your Friday, and I hope you all have a good weekend, and I'll see you soon. Goodbye.